Hi, my name's Nicholas Daines and I'm a Hollywood stuntman performing on all the major action blockbusters such as World War Z, The Golden Compass, Indiana Jones, Tarzan, Jurassic World, Star Wars, Batman and many more. Welcome to another episode of Inside the Stunts, the series that gives you a front row seat to the behind the scenes action of the biggest movies and the best stunt performers in the business. Now there's a lot of buzz right now about the new Fall Guy movie starring Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt, and it's based on the 1980s TV series about stunt performers. In a lot of the promotional material you see Ryan Gosling wearing one of these, and people ask me, what is it for and what do you use it for in the industry? Well, I thought I'd shed a little bit of light and clarity on the issue because we use one of these bad boys all the time in the industry. We stunties affectionately refer to it as a jerk vest in the industry because you use it to attach to wires and it's got lots of attachment points and you're jerked all over the place by these wires, hence the name a jerk vest, but it is actually a harness. So I'm going to take you on an adventure to show you how we make these wire stunts happen and the aerial action that you love on the silver screen. I've got to do some ratchets this morning on wires for Wirework, and this is the trusty stuntman's harness that every stuntman will have in their bag. So in order to get ratcheted on the wires, I've got to use this thing, which will hopefully save my life. These low-profile, light, strong and flexible jerk vests are made from state-of-the-art materials. This vest is made with 3 layers of uncoated Spectra fabric and Spectra webbing. It's a little bit uncomfortable. But that's what being a stuntman is all about. Being comfortable in uncomfortable situations. Spectra is one of the world's strongest fibers and almost twice the strength of nylon. To minimize buckle lumps, the manufacturer, Climbing Sutra, have created the world's lowest profile rated buckles. This titanium harness has over 80 pick points and is suited for all forms of wire work in the stunt industry. Done. Here we go. Very knowledgeable and highly skilled stunt riggers on set employ the use of what are termed in the business as jerk rams or ratchets. These pneumatic rams enable the riggers to powerfully but smoothly lift and propel stunt performers through the air, as seen here in the ratchet rehearsals for a scene I performed in the Marvels. Now for the fun part, I get to show you the movies that I've used this jerk vest in and how we create the different types of wire stunts. I'm going to kick off with Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, as this is probably one of the most recent films that's been out at the movies. One of the most technical wirework stunt ensemble sequences I was involved in for Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny was where German soldiers are ratcheted off the side of a moving train. The finished result, created by coordinator Ben Cook, looks spectacular on the big screen, but hours of fine-tuning and rehearsal went into creating this particular stunt sequence. Each ratchet position was rehearsed and brought up to pressure on the ground first before setting them on the side of the train. The stunt team rehearsed each position in turn, all the way along the designated carriages. The 10-man ratchet sequence was amazing to be part of and takes pride of place in the movie. One of these harnesses played a huge part in the making of The Batman starring Robert Pattinson, because we actually used the harness as a feature for the Joker's goons when they were in the rafters sequence, being smashed off by Batman and hanging in harnesses. And I certainly needed one for the big stunt with Rick English as he knocks me off one of the girders and takes me on a huge swing. As you can see, flying through the air would be impossible without one of these harnesses. Now, I've been using these jerk vests for years and years in the business, and when I look back, I really needed one for my first big stunt double role, doubling Frankie Muniz on Agent Cody Banks 2. And here you can see me being smashed through a barrier and turning around onto a chain rig, all with my harness on, of course. And I was such a good double for Frankie Muniz that, as you can see in this sequence, they didn't even bother hiding my face. They just used it full on as I turned to catch the chain rig and fall to the floor. They were all different types of wire stunts, and the riggers do an incredible job. And sometimes it's not just you, sometimes there are many of you, like on Maleficent, Mistress of Evil. As you can see, there are lots of stunt performers at the same time. Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, we used wires to create the Quidditch collision action in mid-air. And in this particular video, I did get knocked out smashing against my colleague, Michael Birch. Marvel movies are always action-packed, and you can almost guarantee to use your harness in one of these films. Here you can see wires being used to mimic being thrown up in the air by an imaginary creature on Eternals. Wrapping the wires around your body or through your legs will help you spin in the air and create different shapes, and it gives the very real impression of being violently thrown in the air and flicked by a deviant's tail. Cats was another fantastic wire-heavy movie, and sometimes the wires are controlled and pulled manually by the stunt rigging team, as you can see here. And I'm diving head first into a dustbin, stunt doubling James Corden on the film. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time and trial and error to get the action just right. Well, I've spent many of my days as a stuntman on set hanging about in one of these harnesses, and it's a place I feel very comfortable. And it's been great to share with you just how we use these jerk vests in the industry and create the action that you love and keeps audiences on the edge of their seats. So until next time on Inside the Stunts, please like and subscribe to the channel, stay safe, don't try any of this at home, and enjoy the movies.
3, 2, 1, action.
Nice.